All right, YouTube. So it's the next day. If y'all saw the last video, y'all saw we were down bad. You can still see remnants of the spillage. So what happened with miniskirt? Well, right when we got off the main street onto the freeway, we didn't take the freeway, but we got on the service road. As soon as I turned right, I slammed it. I floored it and stuff everywhere. You can still see the transmission fluid. So what happened was the line right here, the upper coolant line for the transmission right here. This is an AN. This is I think that's a quarter inch MPT to 6 AN. This fitting is a push lock fitting. I think I got the wrong hose because when I pushed it on there, it wasn't like the normal push lock. It was still kind of loose, so I put a clamp on it. It's been on there for a couple years. And I said I was going to change it, and I just never got around to it because I wasn't really driving the car. That hose came off down at the bottom. This hose was actually laying right here, and fluid was just spraying everywhere. So as I'm driving, I can see the fluid. It was coming up through the crack right here. And y'all didn't see it on camera because the way I had my camera mounted on the dash, it was facing kind of that way. So we pulled over, we got it back on, we tightened the clamp. The clamp is a piece of crap. The screw just keep turning. So it has some tension, but it held. So we were able to make it to the show. Then when we get there, I was cleaning up all the fluid, and then someone pointed out that the connections down there, let me get a light. The connections at the bottom, one of those were loose. So if you see those two AN lines right there, the black ones right there, that one right there was loose. It was sliding off. It was an eighth of an inch from popping off itself. Same thing. Those are the same type of push lock fittings, and this hose must just be the wrong hose. You see, I got that clamp on there as well. So, like I said, we were able to slide that one back on, tighten it up. It did okay. Then I went to the store and got some. We put 3 quarts of fluid in there, and barely got a reading on the stick. It shifted kind of fine, not really, but I eased it home. And the temperature stayed straight though. The temperature didn't get no higher than I believe 180 or maybe like 160 on the way home. So once we was on the side of the road. So the reason we were on the side of the road was not because of that. The second time, my situation happened on the way there. The reason we were on the side of the road when it got dark is because Colin in the 84 SS, he's been having this issue for the last week. We've been trying to figure out what's going on. So the car will start, and we'll be driving, and I'll be behind him. And it's like every time we come to a light or a stop sign, the car will die. So he's having to restart it. It did that twice yesterday on the way there. But then on the way back, it died and it would not restart. So we were on the side of the road. Luckily, it was a section of the service road where it was lightly traveled, like maybe 2 or 3 cars passed us before that roadside guy pulled up. So he just came out of nowhere. He wasn't like the city roadside. He has his own little business where he does roadside assistance, and he just happened to he was on his way home. And Ron, roadside, shout out to Ron. He just pulled up, like, hey, y'all need some help? And here he was helping us, jack the car up, crawled under the car. So what we found out last night was the wires, and everybody knows that this is an issue with these LSs in these particular vehicles with headers or whatnot. The way the wires run down the back of the firewall, the wires that run to the starter, it's a tight fit because of the starter, the headers and exhaust or whatever. And also the crank sensor is mounted right there. So those wires weren't zip tied, or they just weren't snug enough. They were loose. They were literally laying on the header. So that was part of the problem where I was intermittent, because it was getting connection, not getting connection, because it was basically burning the wire. So our buddy Ron, our good old roadside buddy Ron, he helped us. He basically rewired. He pulled up. We had some tools, but we didn't really go prepared for something like that. He pulled up. He said, what y'all need? I got wires. I got loom. I got this. I got that. So he rewired the connections. Car started up. Drove home. Colin said it died a couple of times or one time on the way home. So I'm finna go down there right now, tap in with him and see what he got going on with his. But before I do that, this is what we finna do the mini skirt. I'm gonna do it here in a minute, but I'm gonna go down there first. So I went to Summit this morning, picked up some new fittings. So these are the traditional style AN fittings, the ones that screw together. And Colin gave me some line. If y'all heard in the video, he has some leftover line from when he did his fuel system. So I'm just unscrewing this for y'all who may not know how these work. So these are the fittings that I'm going to use, which I've got these on the car and other places too. So these are 6 AN, and the way I've got mine set up, this top one, this goes up top, and then it goes down, and I use a straight. So these 2 straights are going to go to those hard lines that I showed you. This is going to go up top, and then I had a third one. I had a third straight. Where's it at? Okay. I don't know where it's at. Am I oh, duh, boy, slap yourself. This is the third straight. This third straight is going to go on the bottom of the radiator because I already have a 90 on there, but it's one of those sharp 90s because it needs to be shallow so that it can clear the because it's right there by the frame. It's literally like, let me get the flashlight again. It's literally right by the frame. So I had to get that. You probably won't be able to actually see the fitting, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can see it. It's right there. You see that? That's a 90 coming off and down. So I'm just going to, and it's got a female, I mean, it's got a male in at the bottom. So the hose actually has the female that screws on, which is what this is going to be. So that's just going to go straight down off that fitting like this. It's already got a sharp 90. This go up top, and these will go to the hard lines. The hard lines are coming from the transmission. They're pre-bent, and they were cut right there at the crank. Then we ran soft lines up to the radiator. So that's my plan. I'm gonna do that here in a minute, but let me run down here and holler at him real quick and see what he got going on and see if we can figure out. I think he said we figured something out earlier, but it turned out not to be the problem, or there's still a problem. So let's go down there and see what's going on. Oh shit! Before I go down there real quick, so this is the line that he gave me. He has some leftovers, so basically he said use whatever I need. So it's this line right here. I thought it was PTFE, but it's not. It's the standard rubber AN lines, as you can tell, because the wire, you see the steel wire is actually in the rubber instead of being in between that rubber and this. And then the PTFE is actually, I believe it's white, because I have some. No, it's black. Well, no, it's actually a transparent white. This is the PTFE right here. This is what I use on my brake lines. So when I did the ANs, I can't get this thing to focus because it's so small, but you can see the difference between this. This is all metal on the outside, and then the rubber on the inside. On this hose, the metal is actually intertwined with the rubber, and this outside is just a braided nylon. So we're gonna go with that. So let me run down here real quick and holler at him. When I tell y'all he live right down the street, I'm walking. He camera shy, so I ain't gonna put him on camera. I'll just give him a microphone so he can talk, so y'all can hear him while I record the car. This is Big Rig right here, though. He just changed the wheel bearing on that yesterday. You figured out? Not yet. Here, put this on your hat so they can hear you. He said not yet. Oh, here, I brought this too. I don't know what you need, but I know.
Yeah, it might work.
I know this is this is probably, I think that's 4 gauge. Yeah, so if you have to cut that, then you just have to get another big ass
sand on it.
lug. Okay. Yep.
That'll work.
So you checked that the bolt that we tightened earlier on that?
Yeah.
Or you took it off?
Yeah, I took the whole bulkhead off.
It's separate? It's 2 pieces?
Yeah, so it is.
I thought it was just one.
It is a 2-piece.
I took mine off before. Maybe.
Here it is, right here.
It ain't broke. Oh, that's right. With this, that was my size.
So I got my ignition, my signal, my factory distributor wire, which is hot, key on hot, another hot 12-volt constant. I'm not sure what this brown one is yet. I gotta pull up the schematics.
That looks like, well, if it's not in that one, that's not the oil pressure one.
No, I done cut all those off.
Cut those off already. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, but this could be oil pressure though. Like I said, I need to check the schematics on it before I cut it off.
So it was tight though when you initially checked it.
Yeah, it was tight.
Shut off. How far did you get?
I made it Zaxby's right there on Matlock.
Yeah.
And it just turned off. So I went ahead, I just turned around, came back home. I wasn't going to chance another late night like last night. That was rough.
Yeah, I was just explaining that.
Man.
Yeah, we told on the way there and back. Ugh.
Yeah. We were down bad last night.
Yeah. Smells like gas. What have you been doing?
I use a gas rag to clean them
Oh,
clean them wires up because it's got that tar on there.
yeah.
But yeah, so I'm just trying to make a list of everything I need because I want to rewire this whole thing. I'm gonna clean up these wires. Thanks to you.
Well,
So
I tried to. No, I didn't say that.
but I'm about to rewire this whole thing. The only other thing I could do, if I really wanted to get involved with it, is build a new bulkhead. Which ain't hard to do. It's just time consuming.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen Hondas with shave engine bays, how they got the bulkhead and they're threaded on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
But I don't know if I want to go that far into it. I think I just want to.
Not now, anyway, right?
Yeah, not now anyway. Yeah.
Summertime.
Yeah, I'm trying to drive this thing, man. Yeah. Trying to eliminate it. Man, I was excited too because that thing was loose, and it's like I told you. It's like I told you earlier, man. I don't want to get too excited because that might not even be the case.
Excited.
That's it.
We did it.
I was mad. I was
You
excited.
was like, but that ain't it. I don't think that's it.
Nah,
that look on your face, you were like, yeah, but I don't think that's it.
No, it's never that easy, man.
It was part of it, but because it wasn't starting when I came.
Right.
And then we screwed that and then it started. But
yep.
Something is going on when it gets hot.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
And I don't know how them connectors are down there.
Because we can check continuity on those since now that we have access to it like that. But it's got all that gunk on there. So whichever one it is, it's got to be the. I would say it's probably the ones that were the red ones going to.
Well, it goes on here like this.
Because those are the ones.
So it's going to be the far left. So it's going to be that second one.
Top one on the right.
Yeah, far left.
Oh yeah.
Far left, first row. So it's going to go. 1, 2. It's going to be those two right there, and then it's going to be that bottom right there, and that one actually looks a little funky. Mm-hmm. So and then we got another one right there, second row, second pin.
Oh, the pink one.
Yep. Okay. No, that's going to be the other red one.
Oh,
the other one that goes to the battery.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you clean them with gas, you can kind of see what color they are now.
Yeah, well, mine. I cleaned it with acetone and it turned to different color.
Yeah, I was going to use acetone. I was like, you know what? I better not.
Fuck. That's why when I was doing my starter wire that day, I was like, what color is it? I forgot because I had wiped it until I started taking that loom off. So, oh, yeah, this is the one.
So, and then also, one thing I didn't think about was the IAC valve on the throttle body. That could be bad. And it could be intermittent to where.
This one right here?
Yeah, that top one. Yeah. It could be bad. But I'm not throwing no check engine lights for it.
Right.
So, but that is a possibility. So I got my fuel pressure. I need to double check. I need to check. I'm going to go ahead and rewire everything so I know it's done. Mm-hmm. And then I can check that. And then if all that checks out, it could be a bad ECM. Something could be getting hot in that ECM and making a ground go bad.
Did you buy a new one or is that?
No, that's a junkyard pull out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I sold the one I had too.
Yep.
I had a spare one.
But it ain't no big deal. I mean, you buy it at a junkyard for $75. You pay the $100, unlock it on HP tuners, and then you're good to go. But that could be a problem. And I've seen bad ECUs before that do that. Internally, the ground will get bad. But he done redid it. It looks way better now than what it did.
Yeah. But shit, we almost done, and I forgot to turn the camera on, y'all. So this the old line right here. So you can see. Can you see that? You saw it. Do you see that?
Yeah.
See how tight it is? So, I thought it was a titty. So I thought it was actually pressuring out.
Expanded.
Yeah. But we had to tighten it that tight just to get it to stop spinning. The fitting was spinning, or the clamp.
Where'd you get those fittings?
Take a wild guess.
I'm going to say Amazon.
Yeah, I would say Temu, but yeah, it was Amazon. Yeah, I had a case of them like that. So, but anyway, so this is the one that came off. I don't even know what kind of, okay, let's see what it says on this hose. It says standard. It would say, it don't say fuel or anything. For all I know, it might be a vacuum hose. I don't know. And this is what we're going with. Got my 90 right here. And my OCD with some tape because I don't want to forget which side it goes on. So we finna do the bottom now?
Yeah, it's already off.
You got it off? You said it was loose? Like finger loose? Or barely with the wrench?
Barely with the wrench.
But I was skating on ice.
Mm-hmm. Thin ice.
Because that one came off before. I'm surprised it wasn't. Well, it wasn't leaking because the hose was tight, the clamp. When it leaked the first time, it leaked from the just like this one from right here.
So lesson of the day.
And that's the return side, so that's why it didn't blow off.
Lesson of the day: don't buy your fittings on Amazon.
Yeah, I should just go to Summit. Okay, so what we finna do now? Cut the new one?
Oh, we just need to take that bottom side off. Bitch, keep straight.
It be looking dusty on camera. Let me turn the ice on.
Get some of this trans fluid, just wipe it on there a little bit.
That's moisturizer. The Armor All. What was that coming in? Coming in hot. All right, y'all. About to go ahead and start her up. We got the lines on. Hopefully we ain't pissing. Where that flashlight at? Check it for leaks. So far, so good. You got to spray them down because that shit's still leaking everywhere. It's on there right now. So let it get up to temp. Then we'll check the level. I'm sure I'm gonna have to put at least 2 quarts, but I bought a gallon. I think this was $25. That's the only reason I got it. So I was just gonna buy a couple of quarts. I said, nah, because they were $8 a quart. And then I had bought this last week. I had just topped it off. And I got this at the Zone. I don't know why I go to AutoZone all the time. I guess because it's closer, yeah. But I don't like going in there. I don't know why. I
got bad attitude.
Yeah, like one kind. I bought I think it was the brake clean. No, I had bought some. It was the field treatment, and on the shelf it said buy one get one. All right, it's already on. All right. I think my dad he commented on that video, but I can't find it. I saw it pop up on my notification from last night.
Oh.
The one I posted this morning. My dad, yeah. I saw his name pop up on Facebook notification, but I don't see the comment. Unless he deleted it.
I see your
Facebook. Because it shares automatically to Facebook. He ain't called me, so he ain't too concerned, I guess. Because he'll call if he's like, man, you all right? Does this do anything? You do that too? Get that little last couple of...
You're pumping gas, shake it a couple times, yeah.
So I'm gonna pour, I should have did that. Nah, I'm gonna pour that gallon, I'm gonna pour it in here. So it'll make it easier to, I'm like, that don't look right. That piece stayed on there. So we didn't lose that much, did we? Nah, we ain't lose that much. It's on there now, so let's. I don't want to see no more transmission fluid. I better do this on the ground. What? Where is that? Do I still have it? I thought I still had that. I guess he did use all my ready dry or whatever that shit is called. Unless it's it's right here. This shit. See, she sound good when she warm up. No more clickety clackety clackety clickety. But when she cold, motherfucker be tick 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 tick. All right. There we go. Second dot.
So I would drive it and then check it again.
All good. Shit. I won't be mad if I don't ever see transmission fluid ever again. Fuck. Oh yeah, I switched the fans back to 195. Since I ain't gonna be using the AC right now anyway. It's like, fuck it. Cause that motherfucker come on, it's loud as hell. And it would come on at 160. That was quick. And I had it at, what we had it at 185? Damn. Give me that brake clean. All right, so we got the lines changed on the transmission to the radiator, to the cooler. So I'm gonna go around the block. I topped it up with fluid. I put about 3 quarts in there. So let me drive it around the block, see if it shifts okay, and make sure we have no more leaks. We should be good to go though, but let's go for a little spin. I'm dropping stuff over there. I'm trying to figure out what camera settings I can put this on so those lights don't be scrolling. Let me see if I can figure it out real quick while I'm sitting here. All right, that's a little better, but I just noticed something. It's the water temp is at 206. It's actually never gotten that high before. I have the second fan set to come on at 205, which it hardly ever comes on, but you can see the temperature dropping because it did just come on, the second fan, I think. Or maybe that first fan didn't come on. That's probably what it was. Hold on, y'all. That's what it is. That first fan didn't come on. It's this harness right here. I need to, right here. That's what it is. God damn. Okay, I need to rewire that plug. So the first fan didn't kick on. That's the only reason that second fan is on. And watch it, look, it dropped already back to 199, which is where I normally see it at. See, 197. Y'all saw that, right? So let me put my seatbelt on real quick. We'll go for a quick little spin around the block. Glad I looked at that. But y'all need to change that connector on that fan, because I actually put those on there and apparently I didn't do such a good job. So let's check it out. Let's go. I got my wallet. Yeah, I got my wallet. Always make sure I have my wallet, because sometimes I'll be pulling out without having it. Temps at 120. We'll just go around the cul-de-sac real quick. They dropped to 193, which is good. Why are they bagging up? A dent now. Shift. Stalled because of my mass airflow, I'm assuming. Got to get that tuned. Definitely got to get that tuned. We got a Good Guys car show coming next week. I'm not entering the show, but I need to get my alignment done if I plan on driving this car out there. And then after I get the alignment, then I'll set up for my tune, my street tune. Where am I going? Oh, I was supposed to turn right there. My bad. I don't know why I came this far, just to test that line. Let me turn around. Can I bust a Yui? Nope. Somebody came behind me, so. I'll go back to the main street. Box Chevy, y'all. See that? He just got it. It still got the damn paper tags on it. That's crazy. I ain't never seen that. I gotta grease my sway bar. That sucker is squeaking. Seems to be shifting fine to me. Seems to be shifting fine to me. Ooh, I'm about to turn. Didn't see you, buddy. I don't know why it does that. Y'all, I don't know if y'all hear that or not, but it bogs down in like third gear or second gear. But let me just check and make sure ain't no fluid leaking, and if not, we good to go on that. I didn't put my stop back in. Get back up, my bad, y'all. Got y'all in the dark. All right, cut y'all in a second. Check this fluid real quick. Oh yeah, we good now. We definitely good. Oh yeah, we got perfect proper level. All right, let me bag it up so I can clean this floor, finish getting that fluid up down there. So let me bag this up. Y'all seen my toes? I ain't got no socks, so I didn't care. Trying to get work done, man. This is just glass cleaner. It's a multi-surface glass cleaner or whatever. So, yeah. I think we got it fixed though. So, I went by Collins yesterday. Y'all saw that in the beginning of this video, but I went back because he fixed it, but then it started doing the same thing. So what he did before I got there, because he texted me, he said, hey, come down here if you can. So he had he wiggled the bulkhead adapter. This one here, for y'all that don't know what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can. The bulkhead, the main plug. Let me get my light. And when he did that, the car, because he couldn't get it to start. This one right here, that plug down there, he wiggled that and the car started. Then he wiggled it while I was starting and it shut off. So when I got down there, he did it. And I was like, you know what? That connector has a bolt, just like the connector that goes to the computer. I was like, get a wrench or get a socket, see if it's hand tight or loose. And I'll be damned. It was literally finger loose. So he tightened it up with an extension. I think that's an 8 mil or something, 7 or 8 mil. And the car fired right up. But I left and then he went for a ride around the block and he said it died again. So still trying to figure his out. But what we did do, I went back over there later and he had pulled the bulkhead wire out or the plug out. So we're gonna rewire that bulkhead, the half that goes under the engine bay, and see if that can remedy the issue, because it's something with that connector. So we're gonna get that squared away. And if you guys didn't know, because I just found this out last night when we were looking at my old harness, this is my harness that I took off. I didn't know that they actually put fusible links on the end. I know it came like that from the factory, but it actually says it on these wires. It says it right there. See that? See it says fuse or fuse, yeah. So these two that go to the starter, these are the main power wires for the computer. So the fusible link's down here. So if you have issues, in our case the other night, these were burned. So that's why we couldn't get the car to start the other night. So if y'all have that issue, double check and see if they got fusible links on this starter wire coming from the computer harness. That'll prevent your car from starting if those wires get burned and or if they just get too much current and the wire separates. So it looks like we got everything squared away on my transmission cooling lines. I'll keep an eye on it throughout the week and see if I see any drippage. That's why I'm cleaning up the floor now. I got this cardboard down here because I do have an oil leak. You can see right there, it's not bad. I don't know where it's coming from. It's either coming from the oil pan or the rear main seal. I have no idea. I think it could be possibly both. I say that because I bought a new rear main seal when they did my swap, and when I picked it up, it was still in the box. So I think they put every seal, the gasket on here except for the rear main seal. And then if it's coming from the oil pan, they may have forgot to put the RTV in the corners on the back. So we'll figure that out later. It's a small leak. I checked my oil. The oil, it's not really, the level's not going down too much. So I keep an eye on it, and I'll keep a quart of oil in the car just in case. So So that's gonna do it for this video. I wanna thank everybody for rocking with your boy. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm dropping the next video. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok at PennyLS1. And until next time, PennyLS1, holla at your boy.